When I first started using this oven, I just couldn't get my hands on a manual. It took a lot of trial and error and burnt pastries to finally get the hang of it. So today I want to share with you how I bake the perfect bread using this same gas oven. But even if this isn't the brand or model of gas cooker that you use, you might want to stick around to the end because I'm sure that you'll find this video helpful. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So let's start from the basics. My gas cooker here comes with 5 controls, 4 of which are meant for the gas burners on top. This middle control is for the oven. And as an indicator, there is a square or a box there with a line at the bottom of the box. This is just to say that the only burner inside this space is at the bottom. That means that it is only an oven. In a previous video that I shared, I got questions on if this can also serve as a grill. I guess that if it was meant to, it will have another heating rod at the top as well and not just at the bottom. So now that that's out of the way, the next thing I had to familiarize myself with is the heating levels. So on the indication here is only written off, minimum, and the high mark. I'm not sure you can see that right now, but you'll see it later. And so I had to figure that even though the others were not stated, these lines meant something. The minimum temperature can be my number 4, the next one my number 3, the one after my number 2, and the highest my number 1. Bearing in mind that when it's on 2, it is hotter than when it's on 3. With this knowledge and also with the water bath trick, which I'll introduce later, I didn't have to worry about getting an oven thermometer. The next thing is figuring out where to place your bakes to bake or your pastries to bake in the oven. So there are 5 steps here. The lower you place your oven rack, the closer to the heat your pastries are. But I found from experience that with baking cakes and breads, it is best to leave it at the medium layer, which is the 3rd layer. On if you need to connect another gas cylinder for the purpose of baking with your oven, you don't. The gas cylinder that is meant for your top burners is what works for this one. Through this rod, this heating rod, there's a connection that runs to the pipe that supplies the gas to your gas cooker. Also, for safety purposes, I will not advise that you leave this exposed. Always replace the cover. There are holes all over it to allow proper conduction of the heat. So yeah, now that we're done with that, let's go on to preheat our oven. I am baking bread today, like I said earlier, and with baking bread, you need the temperature of your oven to be quite high. But because this can get really hot, I'm not going to put it on the highest temperature. I'm going to put it on the number 2, which is like the medium to high temperature. I've gone on to light my oven, and then I'll just close it back, empty as it is, and allow it like that for 20 minutes. What preheating your oven does is that it brings it to the temperature that is needed to bake whatever it is that you want to bake. So this is my already proofed bread dough that I'm going to put in the oven now, and alongside this I'm putting a tin of water in the oven. This is called a water bath, and what it does is regulate the temperature in the oven, just keeps it constant and makes sure that your pastries do not start burning from under before they even cook through to the top. So I had a lot of that experience when I first started using this oven, like I said before, and this is what changed the game for me. So if you have found a way to make your gas oven work even without this in the past, good for you, but you need to try this out. It makes all the difference, to be honest. Bread usually takes between 20 to 30 minutes to be ready, and as you can see, this one is very ready. So I just put off my oven and took out my bread. Do I need to mention that this entire area, the door handle, the oven itself, the bread tins, everywhere is really hot. That's why I keep holding on to this napkin, so you want to be careful with that. How good does this look? Guys, the joy that comes with knowing that you can bake your own bread in your own house. I mean, a lot of people have this gas oven but do not know how to use it. Look how seamlessly it came out of the pan. There is no burning, nothing. You can also do this. Just follow all the tips that I gave you in this video. I promise you that there is no hidden tips apart from those that I have shared. And of course, I'm going to be sharing the recipe to this bread if you are interested. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Also leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. Any questions or whatever that it is in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, to join this family, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button. This is the tin of water. After the oven had cooled down, I took it out. You can see that not much is spent considering the job that it did. But yes, please feel free to share this video with people you think it might be helpful to. And I'll see you in my next video, hopefully with this bread recipe. Bye.